Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're going to be counting down our picks for the top 10 nightmare fuel anime deaths.
Usagi?
For this list, we're going to rob you of sleep by bringing you the deaths in anime that will truly disturb you. If you're still awake at 3 in the morning, utterly traumatized, let us know which entry scared you the most in the comments below. And as always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which anime list you want to see next. Number 10. Death by Bunnies. ReZero starting life in another world. And we thought Subaru's suffering had come to a close. Nope. Turns out we hadn't seen anything yet.
Usagi?
Making the fatal mistake of walking through a snowscape following yet another disastrous route, Subaru finds himself surrounded by adorable bunnies, who then proceed to eat him alive. No joke, this is gonna mess you up. Watching dozens of little bastards chew on him while Subaru screams and gargles in agony is just haunting. Small mercies that they left out the part from the light novel where one makes a burrow out of his backside. Oh, lovely. Number 9. Curse of the Abyss. Made in Abyss. Moral of the story, sometimes the rewards don't warrant the risks, especially if you're diving into a supernatural chasm where the deeper you go, the harder it is to climb out.
深海6層帰らずの都白笛が6層に降りることはラストダイブって呼ばれる
While we have yet to see someone actually die from the Abyss's various effects, we do know in intimate detail about what can occur. Take a trip to the first level, expect nausea on the way up. Venture to the 3rd and 4th layers, you'll start oozing blood from every orifice. Reach the bottom, you'll stop being human altogether.
そっかじゃああとは止血してそうだよ
The fact we had to see the effects on children like Riko and Miti just made everything a million times worse. Number 8. Shark Attack, the god of high school. Right from the get-go, we knew Jegal was gonna be trouble. We just didn't expect him to reenact the scene from Jaws with his opponents.
Fireball!
Taking on the form of a monstrous shark, Jegal's chariot mauls its targets to death with an endless parade of giant teeth, grinding them down to the point where it's a miracle they're left in one piece. It's sudden, savage, and fitting given Jegal's predatory nature when it comes to fighting. The only thing more sinister than the sight of its maw being the screams of its victims as they're chewed up. Number 7. Food for Flowers. The Promised Neverland. It was the shocking death that set everything into motion and exposed the heartless world that Emma and her fellow orphans now inhabited. Heading across the border of their home to return a stuffed toy to Connie, Emma and Norman are horrified to discover the young girl dead, her corpse now being used as fertilizer for a single red flower. Throw in the reveal of the demons and Connie's lifeless body being hauled away like freshly killed cattle, and this was a hell of a way to set the stakes. Number 6. Titan Buffet. Attack on Titan. There's something truly chilling about watching someone be ripped apart and eaten, and unfortunately for Mike, he ended up as the star dish when he was set upon by a horde of hungry titans. With his horse dead and his gear stolen, the Survey Corps elite was reduced to a screaming wreck as he was torn apart by the cannibalistic giants, while the Beast Titan watched on with mild curiosity. Not sure if it was the hands digging into his guts or the teeth cracking on his skull that finally did him in, but it was a bad way to go either way. Number 5. Off with her head. Madoka Magica.
せっかくのとこ悪いけど一気に決めさせて
Starting to notice a pattern here? Guess being devoured is just a horrendous way to jump off the anime mortal coil. Coming right out of left field, what looked like a clear win for Mami soon turned into a genre-breaking horror show as the witch Charlotte suddenly revealed her true form, one that instantly snatched up and munched the magical girl's head off in an instant. It's a shockingly brutal end for what was initially promised to be a sparkling and innocent series, but then again, that's how the Uro Butcher rolls.
目に焼き付けておきなさい魔法少女になるってそういうことよ
Number 4. Green Day, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind. By now, there are so many stands out there that you can pick and choose your own demise. Though we doubt anyone would want to go via the way of the stand belonging to the psychotic Chocolata.
これじゃ届かねえじゃねえかよ
By itself, it nearly wiped out the entire population of Rome, creating a widespread virus that causes bodies to overflow with a deadly mold.
なんだよミスターそれはいつつけられたんだ
From there, it breaks down until the infected become as brittle as glass. The results are messy, and we can only imagine how gruesome the process was.
壁があっという間に広がるぞ
Number 3. Firing the Lower Moons, Demon Slayer. If this scene taught us anything, it's that Muzan Kibutsuji is a demanding boss, and that being part of the 12 Demon Moons has nothing in the way of redundancy pay.
お許しくださいませキムツジ様どうかお慈悲を
Annoyed at the fact that the lower 6 have continued to fail him, Muzan decides to clean house by slaughtering the lot of them with what appears to be a sentient mound of flesh with a killer bite. However, the true terror of this moment is the intimidation factor. No matter how much the demons beg, cry, or flee, they are smashed apart one by one, with Muzan always finding a way to turn their very thoughts into an excuse for him to end them.
お前は私に指図した死に値する
Number 2. The Eclipse Berserk. On every conceivable level, watching the Band of the Hawk's final moments unfold is soul-destroying. You have Griffith willing to sacrifice them all as food for the Apostles, just so he can become a god amongst demons.
I submit
You've got the Raiders and the beloved side characters getting reduced to bloody chunks as they're cut apart and eaten by monsters too hideous to comprehend. Then there's everything that happens to Guts and Casca, which, even decades on, is enough to make you give up on humanity as a whole.
Judo! Pippin! Carcass!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Drowning in Sin. Sword Art Online Alicization, War of Underworld. At the very least, the one to suffer such a hellish end was someone who actually deserved it. Following on from his battle with Kirito, Miller is brought back into the real world only to discover his own dead body on the floor, contorted in a state of abject terror.
この顔は私だ
If that wasn't bad enough, a vision of Alicia appears before him. Grasping a hold of the man who killed her years prior, she cheerfully pulls him into the bloodied waters of hell.
やめろ
We're not sure if it's just a vision or if this actually happened, but it's morbidly satisfying all the same. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.